Hey everybody, welcome to the Coach's Corner. I'm your host, Montana Finley. You may notice that there's no one sitting beside me today. We do apologize for that. You are stuck with me for the next 30 minutes. But it's a weird week in football, a weird week in sports. There's been several cancellations across the area, both last week and probably this upcoming week. We already know South Pittsburgh versus Lookout has been canceled. Marion County is supposed to play Tyner, and as of right now, that one's still on. And Whitwell versus Copper Basin is still on, but a lot can change in the next 72 hours before Friday night. A lot can change. So, just wanted to take this week, kind of make sure we're not getting any coaches in any particular trouble, keeping everything on the up and up as far as COVID regulations go. I don't know. All I know is I'm ready for some football. I hope some of these teams play Friday because I'm ready to get back out there Friday night and see some football. I guess we're going to take this week to sort of look at last week. I know we just said a lot of cancellations. One of the few games that happened in the area was Marion County at Sequatchie County, and that one was, for Warrior fans, pretty exciting. Started off with Tay Hutchins, ran the ball 98 yards on the opening kickoff for a touchdown. And just as someone standing on the Marion County sidelines, I can't, I'm here at Marion County News office. I can't be biased towards any team. I support all the area teams, but this is a tough Marion County team. The defense was not budging. They didn't give up. They gave up yards. At Sequatchie County, they were able to move the ball. They moved the ball against South Pittsburgh pretty well, a couple drives. So they had the ability to move the ball, but Marion County kept them out of the end zone. And I will say the Sequatchie County team looked like they had improved a little bit between their games with South Pittsburgh and Marion County. The Sequatchie defense didn't give up as many points. And I'm sure Pirate fans would say that's because they don't have to deal with Richard and Reginald Hunter. They don't have to deal with a Jaden Mount or a DeAndre Kelly. But let's not slight the Marion County guys. I mean, Tay Hutchins, Riley Rogers, Sam Pickett, just a freshman, but those guys are athletes. I mean, that's pretty comparable speed on both teams, and it seemed like Sequatchie's defense had sort of taken a step up and been able to, stop the Warriors. But Marion County did go away with the victory, 21-0, a very defensive game. If you want to, you can read about it on MCN, Marion County News, our website. As far as next week, Whitwell is supposed to play Copper Basin. Like I said, we'll see about that. Whitwell had to cancel against Huntland, one of the several games that got canceled last week. And I'm excited to see this Whitwell team. I mean, we talked to Coach Rocky Stevenson. He's really trying to build something there. Trying to build a program, trying to build something for the future. And that's hard to do when you don't get to play games. So hopefully they can get back out there and show what they have against Copper Basin. South Pittsburgh versus Lookout Valley canceled. This time it was not because of the Pirates. It was Lookout Valley that had to cancel. And I wouldn't be surprised to see South Pittsburgh try to pick up another game. I know that's just hearsay, but it's Wednesday now, and there's a whole today, tomorrow, Friday morning that they could try to find someone to fit in that schedule. Because, I mean, you take 2 weeks off, it's not fair to the kids. The kids who have been practicing all summer long and gearing up for some of them their senior season, some of them the last time they're going to play football. And it's unfortunate to see that get put on hold because of something that none of us can really control. So hopefully South Pittsburgh can fill that spot in the next couple days, or maybe they take the 2-week break, and the week after, next Friday, they'll be at Murphy, North Carolina for I've seen it called the border battle. That's what I've been seeing on social media. We got North Carolina, Tennessee. We're traveling up there. And that should be a fun one. Murphy's a team that's won a lot of state championships. Been a matchup that I know Pirate fans have been looking forward to. So hoping that one gets played. Hopefully we can get back to some football. I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. Going back to this Marion game, I gotta keep talking about it because it's really the only football that happened in the past week. Marion County rushed the ball for almost 300 yards in that one as a team, and I think they only attempted one pass in the whole game. And I would be interested to see if they look to opening things up, moving forward, trying to get the pass game involved. But I mean, I guess if it's a game where you don't really need to pass the ball, why would you? Why would you take that risk if you don't have to? But it is interesting I would like to see Marion's quarterback, kind of see what kind of arm he has. He didn't really get a chance to show much. Or they might not. They may be a team that keeps it on the ground primarily. I know that's a lot of what we see here in the area is ground game. A lot of teams run the ball primarily. Obviously, why would you not? Why would you pass it if they can't stop you from running it? But as of right now, they're scheduled to play a Tyner team coming off of a 52-13 win, 52-14 win over Grundy County. So that one's not going to be a walk in the park. That one may be a tough one. I'm interested to see if they have to vary the offense at all, if they have to change things up. And hopefully it gets played. I know I keep saying it. I'm by myself today, and I may repeat myself several times because I'm trying to fill this 30 minutes. And as I've already noted, there wasn't a lot of football to talk about. So I'm just trying to make it up as I go, everybody. Now, Whipple next Friday is scheduled to play Pickett County, but that one's been removed from the schedule for a while now. So that one may be a bye week for Whipple. We'll have to see if they can pick up somebody else. To be determined. Like I said, South Pittsburgh going to Murphy. I guess we'll take a look at our friends there in Jackson County, North Jackson. They're supposed to play Westminster Christian out of Huntsville, Alabama. And no word on if that one's still going to happen, but that one may be that one's going to be at North Jackson, so that one may be one if you get a chance, you want to go watch some football Friday night. May have to go to North Jackson. And I haven't seen much of North Jackson this season, so I may have to go check that one out just for myself, see what the team has, see how they're looking. I think that one could be fun. I know we had some volleyball in the area. Last week we talked to Coach Carol Bailey. They dropped that game to Van Buren. I know they played North Jackson. I had to find out how that one went. But yeah, weird week in sports. Hopefully we can get back to some normalcy. I feel for these kids that are seniors in high school who are looking forward to their senior season, and it's been put on hold. And what can you really do, you know? But roll with the punches like we're trying to do here at the Coach's Corner. I'm not trying to have a somber tone about everything. It's hard to get excited when there's not football going on, you know? But either way, we'll take a quick break, pay some bills, and when we come back, we'll talk a little bit of more sports in the area. We'll be right back.
They're back. Western Sizzlin' is now open, offering kitchen menu items including their new grilled Atlantic salmon. Or enjoy side items like fried okra, baked potatoes, macaroni and cheese, a new salad bar, fresh baked yeast rolls, and dessert choices. At Western Sizzlin', full catering service is available, as well as parties of up to 10 per table. For their to-go customers, Western Sizzlin' is now offering delivery with dinnerdelivered.com or curbside pickup at 423-942-5777. Come on by and give Western Sizzlin' a try and enjoy their new hours. That's right, Western Sizzlin' is now open 7 days a week, 10:30 a.m. till 9 p.m. Western Sizzlin', located just off I-24 at exit 155, 1130 Tennessee Highway 28 in Jasper. Western Sizzlin', they can't wait to serve you. And don't forget, now offering delivery with dinnerdelivered.com or curbside pickup at 942-5777. Western Sizzlin'.
B&B Recycling is proud to support the Coach's Corner. Committed to providing honest and quality customer service under new ownership, Paul Blevins and crew are waiting to fulfill all your everyday and commercial scrap metal needs. For prices and hours, call 256-437-9999 or find B&B Recycling on Facebook. That's 256-437-9999 and ask about free container services for commercial accounts. Back to the show.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner. Learned a piece of information in between that break there that probably gonna hurt some football fans. The Marion County school system is closing until Monday, September 13th, and all extracurricular activities have been canceled until that time. So all that I said in the first part there about, Marion County, Tyner, Whitwell, Copper Basin, South Pittsburgh, Murphy. Forget I said it, because it looks like it's not going to happen. And that is unfortunate. Like I said earlier, hate to see it for the guys that have been putting in the time and the gals. I know we talk a lot about football on this show, but that's all sports. That's your volleyball, football, whatever, all the fall sports that are going on right now, that they're not going to happen until September 13th. But hey, if you need your football fix, if you need a little something, we're providing a football preview magazine. So if you come get your Marion County News paper this upcoming Tuesday, that'll be the 6th? 7th? I'm not sure. But the Tuesday, you're watching this on Wednesday, next Tuesday, come get your Marion County News newspaper, and there'll be a preview magazine. You get to see all your players. If you have kids on the team, family on the team, you can come, get their pictures. It's going to be nice. Something we look forward to doing every year. This is my first year being a part of it, but it's definitely been a process. I'm sure Christy composing it has not been having fun composing it, but she appreciates you guys coming to buy it and take a look at it. It's been a lot of hard work, and we hope you guys enjoy it. I know before the break I was talking about Marion County versus North Jackson volleyball, possibly one of the last sporting events to take place before these schools' cancellation. And Marion County won. They won in 3 sets, 25-10, 25-14, 25-16. So they won 3-0. It was at home. Just looking at some stats here. Chloe Pitts had 3 aces, 22 assists, 3 kills, and 3 digs. Still learning what all that means, but I'm sure if you know volleyball, you know it was a pretty good game. Sounds like it was. Austin Jones had 3 aces, 4 kills, 4 digs. Grace Sladden had 6 kills and 2 blocks. And this takes Marion County's overall record to 8-4. So they're 8-4 on the season. I know when I had Miss Bailey on last week, we were talking about how tough it is to, start and stop your season constantly, but unprecedented times. We, I know last season it was a lot of the same thing. It seemed like this year we were kind of coming on the upswing and getting back into some normalcy. I know in the area everyone was looking forward to sports. It's an escape for a lot of us. Friday night football, Friday night lights. It's a lot of fun. Go watch some football, support your team. But it looks like we won't have that for a little while. Now, assuming after the 13th everything gets back to normal, we're going to be looking at Marion County hosting Bledsoe County. North Jackson will be hosting Madison Academy. And one of our few inter-county matchups is going to be Whipple at South Pittsburgh. So if we get to come back to sports, everything goes smoothly. They go back to school on the 13th. We get back to sports on the 17th. We'll have South Pittsburgh hosting the Whipple Tigers. And, this is a very good South Pittsburgh football team. I know South Pittsburgh is a school that always has a good team, but, you hear the talkings from the rumblings from people who have been diehard South Pittsburgh fans for 30, 40 years. They'll tell you this is a good team they have. So that's going to be a test for Whipple. It's going to be one of those games where Coach Stevenson's really going to have to get his team to buy in if they're going to make it competitive, get the win, whatever they can really do against a team. And South Pittsburgh has a lot of really good athletes. So that one's going to be tough, but that one should be a fun one, and I'm here's hoping that everything goes smoothly in the next couple weeks and we can actually get to see that. We're going to take another quick break here in a minute, and when we get back, we're actually going to have Moonshyne Jones from the Moonshyne Jones show calling in. He's going to tell us a little bit about what he saw Friday, where he was at. I know we do a Marion County show, but I know Moonshine, he's all over the East Tennessee, so he's been seeing some good football from some bigger powerhouse schools, so we'll see where he was this Friday. We're also going to talk about a UAB Jacksonville State game that features a couple former local athletes, so that should be fun. We'll have Moonshyne Jones when we get back. This is the Coach's Corner.
Harbin Automotive, located at 570 Micah Way in Scottsboro, has over 600 vehicles in stock and guarantees with Harbin's value pricing. Any customer can rest assured they're paying the lowest price anywhere in the nation on every model line that Harbin has in stock. Providing a range of new, used, and certified pre-owned vehicles, anyone at Harbin Automotive, from the knowledgeable staff of the Business Development Center to the fully staffed finance department, all Harbin employees can help customers find the price and style they're searching for, while the service department can get that new car ready to be driven from the lot or the showroom in a matter of minutes. Shopping for a new or used vehicle can be a big decision. However, that doesn't mean it can't be one that's enjoyed by everyone. Visit Harbin Automotive, 570 Micah Way in Scottsboro. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. till 7 p.m. Saturday, 7:30 a.m. till 6 p.m. Call 256-259-6400 or shop online anytime at harbinautomotive.com. Make the short drive and save at Harbin Automotive, Scottsboro, Alabama.
I look to the tower for vision because someday I'll have to send him to college, and I want to be ready.
We look to the tower for strength because cash flow sometimes doesn't flow at all. You need a strong partner behind you.
My family looks to the tower for innovation.
Well, that and lollipops for the children.
Look to the tower. Tower Community Bank. A higher standard. TowerCommunityBank.com.
B&B Recycling is proud to support the Coach's Corner. Committed to providing honest and quality customer service under new ownership, Paul Blevins and crew are waiting to fulfill all your everyday and commercial scrap metal needs. For prices and hours, call 256-437-9999 or find B&B Recycling on Facebook. That's 256-437-9999 and ask about free container services for commercial accounts. Back to the show.
Hey everybody, we're back with the Coach's Corner. Calling into the show, we've reached out to our friend here at 104.9 The River. We got Moonshyne Jones on the show today. How you doing today?
I'm doing good, thank you for having me. Always great to be a part of a different show, and especially one that is doing such a great job telling the story of Marion County.
And we appreciate that. Appreciate your time. Appreciate you coming on. I know we were talking a little bit before about the cancellations going on, and
Yeah.
I know you had some thoughts on that. If you wanted to sort of.
Yeah. So.
It's tough. It's frustrating. It definitely is.
It is frustrating. So, my opinion is this: is that what's going on right now with our country, with this pandemic, is horrific. We're losing amazing and beautiful people all the time. Sorry, I just got a text. We're losing beautiful and amazing people to this pandemic, 1,000%. And I completely respect all school boards, especially the Marion County School. I've been around this community for a brief period of time, and I gotta say that I'm just blown away by the level of patriotism, the level of caring towards the students in the county, and also the rivalries that happen, and it just gives the area what it is. With that being said, these kids, the parents, the coaches, overall unit are working so hard to put together a product where the student athletes can grow and learn how to be not just better athletes, but better people through competition and just overall being around students and coaches and being better people. And I'm hearing a little bit of noise that there could be a state of Tennessee mandate that shuts down high school sports and I guess curricular sports that are, I don't know, but I hope that's not true. And another question is, we shut down the schools in Marion County till the 13th. What happens after that? I mean, this isn't going to go away. And I'm being respectful. If we can't have a public discourse, if we're not able to actually have a conversation about what's going on and be respectful and not be in fear for retribution for our opinions, then what is the United States of America? Because that's the greatest part of being in America. But, I hate it for the kids. I understand that the school board has a job to do, just like bodies of government, where they have to make decisions for the betterment of everyone involved, especially the young people. But I just hate it for the kids. Imagine if there was no state championship a few months ago for North Jackson. Lady Chiefs, I believe that's what they call them.
Yeah.
Because I am new to the area. Some places are just Chiefs. So, Lady Chiefs won a state championship in softball. What happens if they would have shut that down in Alabama? And it's two different states, obviously. But if they would have shut that down in Alabama where there was no extracurricular activities, what would have happened? There would have been no state championship for the North Jackson Lady Chiefs. There would have been no accolades. These things aren't just things. They're events that bring the community together, small communities, where people can come together and appreciate a great rivalry and have a great time. And I hate it so much for these kids because they deserve so much better. And I really hope that we figure something out, because what I'm seeing, the numbers as far as, and now it's changed, the variant has changed. You're having younger people getting sick now. But sports is so important, and kids need sports. Whether you're, and again, all I know, I'm new to the area. You have Coach Stevenson that does a fantastic job at Whipple. In his first year, you have Coach Jones that came from the NFL, CFL. I mean, it does a fantastic job. So you have Dale Pruitt that does a great job. And then out in Alabama, you have Coach Joe Hollis. I mean, these guys work so hard to put together a football team to where young men and young ladies in all sports can come together and they can grow and work together as a team and become better people. So I hate it for the community. I hope they get it figured out. You also have Marion County and South Pittsburgh in football that have a potential to win a state championship, and for it to be held at Finley Stadium, in my opinion, is the best venue maybe in the country, the way it's set up. It was a former home of the national championship for the Division I AA. So that's my opinion on things. Also, you have Whipple, from what I understand, has an amazing volleyball team right now. You know, these are things that you're just not going to get every day. And you have teams that, like the Whipple Tiger football program, that was struggling with COVID and nobody knew it. And they lost in the first week. Who knows, with great coaching that they have, with all the community together, what they could do this season. It's heartbreaking because for the communities, but especially for the kids.
I agree. On the brighter side of things, I know we had a fun story coming up, a game featuring some local athletes you were talking about. You want to tell us about that coming up?
Yeah, absolutely. So you have Lee Witherspoon that played at North Jackson. He was a standout there. Went to Mississippi State as a running back and has transferred to University of Alabama, Birmingham. Then you have Hudson Petty, Mr. Class 1A, Mr. Tennessee, the leader, part of, and I say that in the right way. I know today you say things and people are like, wait a second, this and that. I'm not saying that other players weren't leaders, but Hudson Petty, just a fantastic young man. I did an interview with him yesterday. He was getting ready to head to Auburn. They're going to be playing tonight in the, let's see, what is it? They call it the Crampet, I think the Crampet Bowl or something like that, and it's in Montgomery, Alabama, and Jacksonville State versus UAB, but also Hudson Petty for Jacksonville State at defensive back. He is a redshirt freshman, and he's in his third year, which is great. Check out the interview. It's on my page, Moonshyne Jones plus podcast on Facebook. Then you have Lee Witherspoon. I mentioned him again. Just a phenomenal athlete. I don't know him personally, but I look forward to getting to know him. And I think they both just represent Tennessee Valley so great. Tonight, UAB versus Jacksonville State, FCS versus Group of 5 with the FBS. And I think that it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a fantastic game, in fact. I think it's a tribute to the Tennessee Valley, and I look forward to seeing what we get tonight. ESPN at 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central.
Yeah, that one's going to be on ESPN, so that one should be fun. Get to see some former local athletes, some high school graduates from the area going on to play at the next level. We always like to see that.
Oh, absolutely. And again, you have Austin Nunley at Cumberland. You have a bunch of young men up at Bethel that went from South Pittsburgh up to Bethel, and it's just a tribute to what's going on in the Tennessee Valley with competition, but also the level of athleticism. But there's some really good kids here, really good kids. I don't want to mention hardly. I will say that I have gotten to know a few different kids. Now, here's the thing, and I'm not gonna. That's the coach's decision. I've been given permission to speak with players a little bit more than others, and people were like, "Well, how come he doesn't talk to?" Because sometimes coaches, and I respect that. I agree with it to a degree, but whatever, that is their position. I've been given a green light with South Pittsburgh and also with Marion County, and I was able to interview Michael Showalter, Riley
Rogers.
Yes,
Rogers.
Riley Rogers. He got me because he says his name's Louis at first, so it throws me off. Riley Rogers. But anyway, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun tonight. But again, so many good young men: Mason Keel, Tay Hutchins. You have the Britton twins. You have Easterly with Whitwell as quarterback. You have, so many to mention with South Pitt, Geo, Reginald Hunter. I think with Chris Davis. On and on and on. So, and then down at North Jackson, you got Dalton at quarterback. You got Myron at running back. These kids are just these are great kids, and they're kids. They're going to make mistakes, but the great thing is they love their football. And in Tennessee Valley, it's definitely an example of what's going on in Tennessee Valley with all these kids going to play college football. And then the ones that don't, they enjoy their experience playing high school football. Some people don't want to go to college, and that's okay. But, so tonight, 7:30, Jacksonville State, UAB, Montgomery, Alabama. Should be a great game. Check it out, and appreciate you allowing me to come on the show. I know our time is running short here. I appreciate you allowing me to come on the show. Everything you guys, all y'all do there at the Marion County News, fantastic. You really understand what's going on with the future, and it's great to be a part of it as many times as I can. So thank you guys very much.
I appreciate you coming on. I appreciate you giving us the time. You want to take a second, sort of plug all your Facebook, all YouTube, all of that?
Moonshyne Jones Plus podcast is on Facebook. We're doing pretty well. We're moving along. Hopefully, I'm trying to get to, I like to get to 700 and then get to 1,000 and move from there. But we've added about a quarter of what we have or more right now this past month. So we're really on fire with that. And it's a patriotic sports show. We have a veteran of the week. We have a veteran gone, not forgotten. We are very unapologetic when it comes to our patriotism. And we love, this is a melting pot. This is the United States of America. We're all immigrants at one time, the legal way, I will say. I'm just so honored to be a part of this. And again, I will not apologize for being pro police officers. The majority of police officers are out there are doing the best job that they can do. A lot of underpaid police officers, a lot of people that aren't getting the training that they need, a lot of people that are put into areas that they do not know the terrain and do not know the people. We also need to concentrate on trying to get the community back in with police officers to where young men and young ladies are like, I want to be a police officer when I grow up. That's my hero. We've gotten away from that, and there's a lot of other factors as far as the one-parent home and things like that. These are the things that you hear on my podcast. We try to stick with the majority of sports, but I also love my country, and I'm proud of it. We have a YouTube channel as well, Moonshyne Jones with a Y. We just started it. I think we're at 30 subscribers right now, and I'm proud of that. But yeah, really appreciate you giving me an opportunity. And again, the show's about our country and about our veterans. And we had this past week fallen police officer that passed away this last month. Officer French, and she, Ella French. She was Chicago PD. She was shot and killed in the line of duty, and all she wanted to do was make a difference. And she
Appreciate the time. I'm going to let you go, Moonshine.
Hey, thank you so much, and you all have a great day, and support Marion County News.
Have a good one.
See you, buddy.
That's Moonshyne Jones, ladies and gentlemen. He's very passionate, loves his country, loves sports. Can't be mad at him for that. And till next time, we'll try to get back to some normalcy, see what we can do in the next couple weeks as everything's getting canceled. But hope you enjoyed it, a little different format. Hope you liked it. And then until next time, this has been the Coach's Corner.